The main training camp of the Kelowna Rockets has been running all week, and now the scene shifts to the preseason. We spoke with assistant coach Dan Lambert about how camp has gone so far and what his expectations are for the team this season. So Dan, you got training camp is starting to wind up now, and so you've had a chance to kind of look at this batch of players. What do you feel, how's this team shaping up?
Well, I think, when you look at the young guys that we've brought in, we'll start with our draft picks. We certainly were impressed with them. We feel that down the road they're going to be a good group of kids, and there's certainly going to be some guys that'll be able to play for the Kelowna Rockets.
So on the complete other side of this scale, you've got some players who are headed off to NHL camps. Are there any players that you're definitely not expecting back from last year, other than the overagers?
Certainly Colton Sissons is a guy that is, he's ready for professional hockey, and he's signed with Nashville, so we don't expect him back. Miles Bell will be an interesting situation because Miles was drafted by New Jersey. He's an overager. He's a guy that we would love to have back, but we're not sure what they're going to decide depending on how he plays in camp, I'm sure. And then you've got, your underage guys that have to play in the NHL or they come back to junior, and Damon Severson, Madison Bowie. Tyrell Gold. In my opinion, those guys will all be back unless they go to their NHL camps and just blow them out of the water, which could happen because they are all good players.
So obviously that leaves a bit of a leadership void, especially Colton, the captain, probably moving on. What players are you thinking are going to step up and not specifically be captain, but just begin to fill that void, and who are you hoping will take it to the next level?
Well, you know what, that's the nice thing about our team. We felt last year Colton was certainly our captain. Nobody's going to deny that, but he did have good support. Miles Bell, Mackenzie Johnston, Zach Franko. These are all older guys now that certainly will be able to help in that department. And then some of our younger guys in Tyson Bailey, Rourke Chartier, Madison Bowie. These guys have been around for a year or more, and they know what we expect. And for the most part, they work the right way. So I think those are all guys that will be able to help in that department.
We also had a chance to talk to Rockets hopeful Austin Glover, who had a limited role last season, but is hoping that this year he'll have a chance to move up in the lineup. So Austin, last year it was one of your first year with the Rockets, and you sort of got in sometimes, and sometimes you were watching, that kind of thing. This year, with some of the players moving on, there's some opportunity. How have you been feeling about your chance here at camp to sort of impress the coaches?
I think I came back in pretty good shape this year and worked on some little things in the off season that I think I can contribute more to the team this year. So yeah, I'm definitely looking for more opportunity and to play a bigger role this year for sure.
So obviously there's the 4 exhibition games coming up. What are you hoping to do and show during those games that will help you to stick and sort of get the role in the lineup that you're hoping for?
Obviously I want to show some offense out there more so, but like I said before, just be all over the ice, and defensive zone needs to be tight this year and stuff. So just an all-around game I need to bring to the table, and hopefully I can prove that in the exhibition this year.
With players like Colton Sissons likely moving on, there's a leadership vacancy with the team, and players like Zach Franko will be counted on to step into roles where they shoulder more responsibility and more leadership than before. We talked to him about how his camp has gone so far and what his expectations for himself are for this season. So tell me, so far, what have your feelings been about the camp?
It's been tough. It's always tough this time of year. You get guys that are coming back fighting for jobs, and then you get guys that are coming in, trying to earn jobs. And I think Lambert hit the nail on the head last night in the game. Every shift's got to be like it's your last, and if you do that, you got a good chance of making the team.
So speaking with him, we were talking about a bit of a leadership gap. Obviously, Colton's probably moving on, and he mentioned you as one of the people who they're expecting to step up. How do you feel about some increased responsibility being placed on your shoulders?
It's an honor. Anytime I wore an A last year, and it was a great honor. So, I expect that out of myself. I'm like to be well respected throughout the community in the room, and I'll never call somebody out for doing something bad. I'm always a positive guy, and a guy that's fun to be around. So yeah, especially on the ice, you got to bring your best every night, and yeah, Colton did that, and then yeah, like you said, there's going to have to be a couple guys that are going to have to step up and really, kind of follow in his shoes.
So one of the things that happens in the team atmosphere is sort of practical jokes and some fun things. Can you tell us about a practical joke that either you've played or it's been played on you that people might like to hear about?
Oh, there's tons. I mean, some of the appropriate ones, just kind of putting the water on under somebody's helmet before they go on the ice, or cutting their skate laces at the beginning of practice, or putting the shaving cream in the gloves or the pie in the face after a good game in an interview. All those they're all good fun. We're all brothers in here, and we know that none of it's real serious, so it's always a good laugh.
Good. So what are you hoping for from the season ahead? I mean, obviously last season didn't end on a good note, so what did you take from that, and where are you headed now?
I think we took a little bit of an experience from it. It was a tough series against Seattle. Nobody really expected that. I don't think we even expected that. They'd come out as hard as they did, and they did. And that's the thing about this league is, no matter what points or spread you have against them or against another team, they're always going to give it their all. And it's so close nowadays. I think you see it in the NHL, and you see it in the junior, that every team is so close, and you got to show up every game to win. So for me personally, I'd like to crack the 100-point mark for an offensive forward, and also be a good leader to this team. We got a lot of young guys coming in that got a lot of potential, and that was me one day, and I just need to show them the ropes and show them kind of a good way to go. And I was fortunate enough that I had guys that when I was young that were good like that, and they were really positive and made sure that you felt welcome in the dressing room. And just for a team, the ultimate goal is to win a Memorial Cup, and we really believe with the players and the staff that we have in here that it's very doable. It's nothing's ever easy, but hopefully we can do it because it's a goal of ours.
With some remarkable success during the regular season and a disappointing playoffs, Rockets fans are hungry for just that, a Memorial Cup berth. What happens in the season remains to be seen, but the story begins to be written tomorrow night when the preseason begins. For KelownaNow.com, this is Ben Gumney reporting.